so stands alone.
Coming at you like a champion.
Spectacular catch.
Coming at you like a champion.
Complete game for Walker Buehler.
Coming at you like a champion. Coming at you like a champion.
Welcome to R.B.I. Baseball 20.
And hello and welcome to the continuation of the Chaos Demon Presents R.B.I. Baseball 20's New York Yankee season. I am, of course, your host, the Chaos Demon, and I won't be going over too much because I made an episode called 00 that goes across the explanations of why we're here back at the beginning and why this should be the final attempt at a 60-game season. Otherwise, I think I might just do playoff runs. We're going to give a good college try and see if we can do it. I plan on doing a series a day. Hopefully I'll catch up by the end of the month, and by the end of the playoffs I'll be in my own playoffs, but we'll see if we get there. I'm just going to double check the stats that are here. So difficulty hard, offense modern, pitching camera, pitcher, fielding control standard, dive button, ball indicator static, AL only perfect, settings and extras perfect because it has all max everything. Manage roster. Let's see if it kept my roster here. So Gardner starts against righties, Frazier starts against lefties, and the rest of the 8 stay the same. Pitching wise is locked, but it has Nick Nelson in there, so I gotta take out Nick Nelson. So Nick Nelson's out, and I'd rather have Tommy Conley in. That's my opening day change, and that's what I'm saving. I mean, honestly, I really should just leave in Brett Gardner. No, he could be good off the bench at times, so I'll leave him in and leave Clint Frazier in. Okay. I'm sticking with that. So, with that said, continuing the franchise, our first game of the day is going to be the first game of the season versus the Washington Nationals. It's a quick 3-game visit to Washington, and this is the only time I'll be playing them. So, hopefully it'll be a good series. Hopefully as good as last series, because the last series I played against them was as close as it could get. But you never know. Everything goes up and down. So without further ado, it's a 7:08 first pitch. So it's a night game on a beautiful July 23rd. So let's just jump right into things. The Yankees will be wearing their classic road grays, while Washington will be wearing their original home whites. No mercy, as usual. And since it's our first matchup, let's compare our stats. Yankees have a contact of 94 compared to Nationals of 87. So 7-point gap. Let's call it a slight edge. A slight to edge, like standard edge. Power, Yankees have 100, while Washington has a 69. We'll call that a major edge. 30 points plus is an absolute major edge. Speed, 78 to 71 in favor of the Nationals. We'll call that again, slight to moderate edge. Then when we go to pitching and defense, starters for Washington have a 9-point lead at 95 over the 86 Yanks. We'll call that moderate to solid, solid, Why am I losing the words? So moderate to solid advantage. There we go. Bullpen for the Yankees is 94 to the 74 Nationals, so the Yankees have a more than solid advantage there. Very solid. And then fielding with the Yankees at 75 and the Nationals at 93, nearly 20 points higher. They have a very solid advantage at fielding. So all in all, the Yankees have better power, better contact, and a better bullpen. So it's really power with the Yankees, with the power bullpen, the power, and getting contact on the ball, getting guys on the base. While the Nationals are going to be more about great pitching, great defense, and using their speed to get around the bases and cause a little havoc, which has been known because Sanchez is not the best guy to throw out runners. And with that said, let's jump to the next part. Since there's no statistics, we're just going to have the right-hander Garrett Cole in his first start of the season go up against Patrick Corbin, the lefty, in his first start of the season. And the lineup for the Yankees is going to be LeMahieu, Judge, Hicks, Stanton, Voit, Urshela, Torres, Sanchez, and Garrett Cole, who will be batting. Going up against Washington with their right fielder Stevenson, shortstop Turner, left fielder Soto, first baseman Cabrera in the 4 slot, third baseman Holt, catcher Suzuki, second baseman Garcia, center fielder Robles, and pitcher Corbin. With all that out the way, and let's start the game. Pre-game, the Washington Nationals raised their 2019 championship banner for not only opening day, but the Washington home field opening day. So what a day to be here at Nationals Park. It's a beautiful, beautiful 7:08 or 7:05 as we approach the 7:08 pitch time. Looks like Corbin's getting set up on the mound. DJ's getting set at the bat. Let's get ready for some baseball, everybody. All right.
That's a strike.
First pitch is a strike right down low.
Strike.
Swings at the same pitch, but it drops even further down.
Strikeout.
And gets LeMahieu with 3 low changeups. Gets him to chase him on.
Strike.
Judge late on the meatball. 0-1. Judge hits this and
Out.
a shoestring catch by the left fielder for out number 2. This brings up Aaron Hicks.
Ball.
He takes the ball on the outside.
Strike.
Takes a strike on the lower end corner. 1-1. And Judge hits this one up in the zone, but
Out.
right to the center fielder. And that'll be the end of that inning. So after the top of the first, nothing going on. Top of the order coming up for Washington. Zone. Garrett Cole ready to make his debut as a Yankee starter. First pitch.
Strike.
101 mile an hour fastball, so he is geared and wind up.
Ball.
Throws a knuckler in there, drops 71, so 30 mile an hour difference. That's going to be tough to deal with.
Ball.
Slider on the outside, falls behind, 1-2.
Strike.
Two-seamer catches the edge of the plate for 2-2. And a high fastball
You're out.
caught by LeMahieu for the first out of the inning. This brings up Trey Turner here.
Strike.
Trey Turner takes the pitch for a strike. slider
Strike.
off the corner that Trey swings at. And a swing and a miss on 3 sliders gets him out. This brings up Juan Soto, the most dangerous man in the lineup, and a great replacement over the loss of Bryce Harper. I mean, you couldn't ask, if you're replacing Bryce Harper statistics alone, they got such a deal.
Ball.
There's a ball to the outside.
That's a ball.
Slider that didn't quite break, so 2-1.
That's a strike.
Fastball blows by Soto for a quick 2-2. And a knuckle curve freezes Soto for strike 3. And we are out of the game. Giancarlo starts the inning.
That's a strike.
A 4-seamer down and away for a strike. Giancarlo reaches out and nabs that one, but slow roll with a third, and he's out. This brings up Luke Voigt for his first bat of the season.
Strike.
Takes a strike down the inside corner. And this ball is lasered, and the first home run of the season belongs to Luke Voigt with a laser shot. 105 miles an hour off the bat, going 435 feet, puts the Yanks up 1-0. This will bring up Gio Urshela.
Ball.
He takes the ball.
Steer rag.
Swings at the fastball out of the zone. 1-1.
That's a ball.
Takes another ball out of the zone. 2-1.
Strike.
High changeup that I thought was going to break into the zone. So evens the count at 2-2.
That's a ball.
Takes the ball for a full count. And
Strike.
swings at the nasty slider. And gets K'd up. Brings up Gio Torres. Or
Strike.
Or Gleyber Torres, rather. I'm sorry.
Steer rag.
Gleyber swings and misses at the changeup. So 0-2 real quick. And swing and a miss on 3 straight pitches. Gleyber goes down. And that's the end of the first inning. Derek Cole now will start the second here.
Ball.
Knuckle curves, goes down for a ball.
Strike.
Fouls that up with a low fastball for strike 1. Another fastball, but it's hit to right where
You're
Judge
out.
is at for the catch. Holt is up. And let's see how he approaches Holt here. Holt gets
Strike.
the slider that just catches the edge of the plate.
Ball.
Knuckle curve just to the side. High knuckle curve hit and drops into center field for a base hit. So with a man on first, Suzuki's up.
That's a strike.
Sliders in for a strike. Two-seamer comes in on Suzuki. Thinking. Switch up or change up that kind of veered inside there for a 2-1. Runners off, but the base is hit. It's not going to be two, so he's going to throw to first for the out. So 2 outs and a man on second brings up Garcia.
That's a strike.
Garcia takes a slider for a strike.
That's a ball.
That slider's in there for a ball.
Ball.
And another slider in there for a ball. This one's curved, and it's gonna be maybe a run-scoring base hit if he can't get to the cutoff in time.
You're
And
safe.
it's grouped into shallow center for a run-scoring single, and Washington ties the game. This brings up Robles.
Strike.
Two-seamer low and in.
Steer, right?
Slider for the strike.
That's a ball.
High gas is held off of. Runners off the second, but it's hit high and deep. Back to the track, to the wall. Off the wall. And the runner's going to head home.
Safe.
No, but the throw stops him from advancing. So then on second and third with the pitcher coming up. Can the pitcher do anything to drive home a run? Let's see.
Strike.
Swings at a nasty slider. And swings at the two-seamer and goes down on 3 pitches. So after 1, gave up 3 hits, but the score's still 1-1 as we go to the top of the 3rd inning with Giancarlo Sanchez leading off, and he hits this one hard, high and deep, back to the track.
Out.
And it's caught with a jumping catch on the wall. What an amazing replay that's going to be. Garrett Cole now up.
Strike.
Takes the high slider. Can't expect much out of Cole, even though he has batted in the National League.
Strike.
Swings at strike 2. And Cole hits this, and it's going to veer foul to the left field
Foul.
stands. Cole hits this hard, but it's caught by the shortstop on the grass, thrown out at first for the second out, which brings up DJ LeMahieu.
Strike.
Swings at the low slider. 0-1.
Steer, right?
They called that a strike. Very questionable call. But he hits this one high and deep, back on the track, and makes
Out.
the catch at about 395 feet, dead center. And the Yanks go down 1-2-3 as we bring up the bottom of the 3rd inning for Washington. With Stevenson leading off at the top of the order here.
That's a strike.
Stevenson takes a slider for a strike.
Strike.
Two-seamer slides in there for another strike.
Strike.
And he gets him frozen without a swing on 3 strikes. This will bring up Trey Turner.
Strike.
That knuckle curve gets the corner somehow. Boy, the Washington bench is not happy with how these calls are going. So 0-1.
That's a strike.
Another strike that just catches the edge. They're calling very low strike zone. 0-2. Throws one low, and it is hit hard, high and deep, back and into the
That is
bullpen.
out of here.
And Garrett Cole gives up a solo shot to Trey Turner, going 398 to get the Washington Nationals up by 1. So Cole now giving up 2 runs so far here in the bottom of the 3rd. I don't know if it's the jitters or if Washington just has his number. Let's see how Juan Soto does.
Strike.
Fastball for a strike there on the edge.
Ball.
Slider just misses, called the ball.
Strike.
Another slider in there for a strike. And this one's hit. And
Out.
a diving stop by LeMahieu makes the catch. As we go to 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. As Dribble Cabrera up to bat.
That's a ball.
Takes a knuckle curve for a ball. And
Steer,
another
right?
knuckle curve in there for a strike. This one's rolled and gonna be a base hit as it gets by a diving Gleyber. So a man on first with 2 outs brings up Holt. He's 1 for 1 on the day.
Strike.
There's a strike.
Ball.
4-seamer out of the zone for a ball.
Strike.
4-seamer inside, but a ball swung at. So 1-2. Runner takes off, but it's not going to matter as the runners
out.
throw it out at first, and that's out there. As we go to the top of the 4th with Judge, Hicks, and Stanton leading off. Aaron Judge
Steer, right.
takes a low ball. Takes a low strike, rather. 0-1.
Strike.
So wings over the changeup. 0-2. And
Strike
a
three, you're
fastball up and in that Judge couldn't resist. Strikes him out. This brings up Aaron Hicks.
That's a strike.
He gets caught up in a strike at the upper edge. 0-1. Nice hit, but right to the shortstop.
Out.
And that's going to be out number 2. And the first pitch here is a ball. And a hit to left field, and that's going to roll to the wall for a base hit. Is he going to try to lumber around and get to second? He is.
Safe.
And Giancarlo gets a 2-out double, leading up Luke Voigt. And Voigt hits this one hard, high and deep, back to the track,
Out.
caught at the wall. Luke just didn't have the power to get it over. So 1 hit, but nothing comes up with it. We go to the bottom of the 4th with Washington leading 2-1. Garrett Cole here in the 4th.
That's a strike.
Gets change up in there for a strike.
Ball.
There's another strike. Or a ball, rather. This one's hit hard into left. Shallow left, but Giancarlo settled
Out.
under it for the out. And Garcia comes up with a fresh start with no outs.
Strike.
Knuckle curve, called a strike on the outside edge. This ump's strike zone is rather large, so
Strike.
swing over the knuckle curveball brings him 0-2. And a fastball that he was waiting on just grounds to LeMahieu for the out. This brings up Robles.
Ball.
He takes a slider for a ball.
Strike.
The slider ends up being a strike.
That's a ball.
Fastball high and out of the zone. And this one's hit
He's out.
sharply to Gleyber, and that'll end the inning. 2-1 still. Washington leads as we go to the top of the fifth. Gio Urshela leads off the inning. Gio swings in the first pitch, just gets it off the tip of his bat,
Out.
and gets caught out in center field. Gleyber up next. Gleyber
Strike.
takes the first pitch, which is a changeup on the outside.
Strike.
A wicked slider that comes around and hits the center of the plate.
Strikeout.
And Gleyber strikes out on the third pitch that is outside of the zone. Brings up Gary Sanchez. And Sanchez hits this through the gap in between second and short. That's going to roll almost to the wall. Gary's going to hustle and try to make this two, and he
Safe.
does. So another 2-out double brings up Garrett Cole.
Steer rag.
Takes a nasty strike up at the upper corner.
Ball.
Lays off pitch for a ball. And get this! Holy shit!
That's out of here.
That's a home run! Garrett Cole hits a home run going 499 feet. He himself has put his own team in the lead. Holy cow. The last thing we were expecting was a home run from the pitcher, and he puts the Yanks in the lead with 2 outs in the fifth.
Ball.
That's amazing. And this is another base hit by LeMahieu that's going to slowly roll to the wall. And LeMahieu rounds first and pushes for second,
Safe.
where he's in there safely. So a 2-out double.
Strike.
There's a slider for a strike.
Strike.
So wing and a strike 2. And he swings at a garbage pitch for the out. Judge is not having a good day, but who is the pitcher, Garrett Cole, with that 2-run blast that absolutely shocked the stadium. As we head to the bottom of the fifth.
That's a strike.
Changeup in there for called strike. He's facing up against his fellow pitcher.
Strike.
So strike 2 is called. And this one's hit. And it's going to drop. So we got pitchers hitting the balls. This pitcher's going to get a double out of it. Amazing.
Safe.
So what you think's an easy out becomes a double. So we got Corbin on second, Stevenson at the bat.
Steer rag.
There's a strike.
That's a strike.
There's strike 2. And this one's hit hard into deep left, and it's off the wall. That's going to score the pitcher.
Safe.
And the game is tied with a man on second and no outs. Amazing turn of events.
Strike.
Knuckle curve in there for a strike. Fastball grounded
He's safe. Out.
and thrown out at first.
That's a ball.
There's a ball. This one's hit hard. Caught by LeMahieu.
Strike.
There's a strike.
Strike.
Swinging miss on strike 2. And this one's hit hard, but right at LeMahieu again, he makes the catch and ends the 5th. And after 5, because of 2 of the pitchers, we are now tied at 3. The pitcher's offense, rather. This brings up Aaron Hicks to lead off the inning.
Strike!
So wings through the 4-seam fastball. No balls, 1 strike.
Strike!
Forcino was out of the zone, 0-2. And this one's hit right back up the middle, but right to the second baseman for the out. This brings up Giancarlo Stanton. And Stanton hits it, but the third baseman makes a diving stop and throws him out. And that'll be the second out of there. Brings up Luke Voigt.
Strike!
Voigt takes a strike at the lower corner.
Strike!
Voigt swings at a pitch at the lower corner inside. And Voigt taps this over to third. It's going to be thrown to first for an easy out. And that's a 1-2-3 by the Yankees. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, Holt, Suzuki, and Garcia will lead off. Cole is looking a little tired out there, but they're going to leave him in to see what he has to start off the inning. And the first ball's hit high and deep, back at the track.
You're
But
out!
Hicks makes the catch. So it's 1 quick out.
That's a strike.
Change up inside for a strike. This one's hit, and it's going to be a base hit. You continue to leave him in. You're going to leave him in against Garcia.
Strike!
A change up right down the middle, 84.
Ball.
Misses the slider.
That's a strike.
Gets Garcia to swing over the slider, so we got an 0-2. And he hits this, but right to LeMahieu.
He's safe.
They try to double him off, but he can't. So we got 2 outs, tie game in on first, and Robles is up.
Strike.
So wings through the 2-seamer high. This one's caught up to, but hit right
You're
to
out.
Torres for the out. And with the tie game, we're going to the top of the 7th with Urshela, Torres, and Sanchez batting.
Strike.
Urshela takes strike 1.
Strike.
Takes strike 2, pretty much in the same spot. And strike
You're out.
3 as that ball's just a little outside. This brings up Playbar.
Strike.
Playbar swings above the low sinker. No balls, 1 strike. No slider rather.
Strike.
Swings and is completely off of the 4-seamer. 0-2.
That's foul.
Playbar fouls that ball back. And the changeup gets by Torres. So that's 2 quick outs. Brings up Gary Sanchez.
Strike.
So wings and a miss. Strike 1.
Strike.
Ooh, almost hit him in the head, but they said they went around. 0-2. And
Strike.
the fastballs are coming faster, and they're getting the Yankees out quick. So at the 7th inning stretch, it's 3-3. And the Yankees are going to pull Cole Even though he did a very solid effort, they're going to bring in Adam Ottavino here in the 7th in a tie game. So Big O throws his first ball as a strike, as a ball.
Strike.
Second one called a strike.
That's a strike.
Gets him whiffing on a third strike. On a second strike, rather.
Ball.
He doesn't fall for it again. Out of the zone, so 2-2. But gets him falling for it there and strikes out Corbin, the pitcher. Which brings up Stevenson. A wheel batter.
Strike.
Slider inside, called.
Strike.
Two-seamer up and in, called. And that slider's hit high and deep, back, track. Hicks gets there with the out. So 2 outs, none on. Trey Turner comes aboard.
That's a ball.
Trey Turner's pitch is a ball just below the zone.
Ball.
Another ball.
That's a ball.
3 straight balls called. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna walk him?
That's a strike.
No, a fastball right down the middle.
Strike.
Another fastball up and away. So we have 2 quick strikes. And this one's hit into shallow left for a base hit. And Turner's on with a man on, and Juan Soto aboard.
Strike.
Soto gets caught with the strike. Runner's running,
Strike.
and the catcher doesn't even bother to throw. So 0-2.
Ball.
Doesn't get Soto to swing at that
Ball.
or that. Soto swings at that, and it's a catch by Mayhew. Great job. And that ends the 7th. The game's still tied 3-3 as we go to the top of the 8th. With Ottavino leading off, which means we're going to get a pinch hitter. We're going to get a pinch pitcher. Of a righty, so we're going to get a pinch hitter who's a lefty, and we're going to bring in Brett Gardner here.
That's a ball.
Gardner takes the ball. Gardner dribbles it down to first.
Out.
Plenty of time to tag the bag, and that's the first out of the inning. LeMahieu now up. LeMahieu drills this right to the shortstop for the second out of the inning. This brings up Aaron Judge, who's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts.
Strike.
So wings at a high changeup. No balls, 1 strike.
Strike.
Changeup again, gets him ahead. 0-2.
Strike. 3. You're out.
Swings at 3 straight changeups, 2 out of the zone, and Judge just couldn't hold himself. Which brings us to the bottom of the 8th with the game tie. This is going to bring up Adam Ottavino. Ottavino's unavailable for some reason. Did I use him? It doesn't seem... That seems odd. I gotta check on Ottavino's status after the game then, if he's unusable. Anyway, that means we have to rely now on someone else, and we're gonna rely on Chad Green. Chad Green here in the 8th.
That's a strike.
That was a strike.
Strike. Ball.
Way outside ball.
Ball.
Second ball is just outside.
Strike.
Gets him striking out on another ball outside. It's the first out, and we face Holt.
Ball.
Fastball inside for the strike.
Strike.
Splitter inside, stays inside the zone for a strike. So we got 1-1. This one's grounded to LeMahieu, who picks it up and throws it to Voigt for the out. So 2 outs here in the 8th as Suzuki comes to bat. Splitter switches up Suzuki, gets caught in the middle, so that's a 0-1 count. This one's grounded to Torres, who throws it at first.
You're out.
That ends the bottom of the 8th as we go to the top of the 9th inning with Hicks, Stanton, and Voigt leading off.
Strike.
Harper throws the first pitch kind of right over the middle with a changeup. And this grounder
That's a foul ball.
is foul. 0-2.
That's foul.
Fouls that off. 0-2.
Strike
So
out.
Wing missed the fastball and brings up Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton's little hopper doesn't get through
He's
the
out.
infield. Got by the third baseman, thrown down to first. This brings up Luke Voigt. And then Voigt
That's foul.
just doesn't get around third base. Called foul. And Voigt hits this one high and deep. Back to the track, to the wall. And his second home run of the game here in the top of the 9th puts the Yankees ahead 1-0. 398-footer. And Voigt circles the bases and leads the Yankees to a 4-3 lead. What a shot. This brings out Gio Urshela at 2 outs here in the 9th. You want to talk about clutch? And Gio swings at the first pitch, goes right at
He's out.
the warning track, and that'll end the inning. But the Yanks now up 1. Bottom of the 9th, Garcia, Robles, and Harper. 7, 8, 9 coming up. Eric Thames is coming in as the pinch hitter, while Aroldis Chapman comes in relief.
Strike.
103-mile-an-hour strike.
Strike.
Gets him swinging at a slider right out of the zone at 90. And gets him again at that 90-mile-an-hour slider. A 1-2-3 strikeout. Gomes comes in for a pinch hit. And he dribbles this right back to Chapman, who throws to first.
Out.
And that's out number 2. And Michael Taylor comes in as the pinch hitter for the pitcher. Let's see what he can do.
That's a strike.
103-mile-an-hour sinker.
That's a ball.
Sinker off the plate.
Strike.
Sinker swung out off the plate. And that slider is coming in, but it's hit. And it's a base hit. So a man on first with 2 outs. Brings up Stevenson, 1 for 4 on the day.
Strike.
Up and in, fastball for the strike. This little curveball is off-timed, and Judge is running in for the catch. Makes the
He's
catch.
out.
Ball game over. The Yankees win. The Yankees win. So the Yankees, Chad Green will get accredited with the win, Harper credited with the loss, and Chapman gets the save. The box score will be 4 runs off 6 hits and no errors for the Yankees, while the Nationals get 3 runs off 10 hits and no errors for the Nationals. So this game all took 38 minutes. And let's look at the Yankees board here. Voit, his 2 hits were both 2 home runs, and those were the only multi-hits for the Yankees. Another home run by Garrett Cole, of all people. Amazing. While Stanton, Sanchez, LeMahieu, Stanton, Sanchez, and Cole all attributed to the extra hits. Yankees struck out 11 times, a little more than they want. Let's look at the pitching line. Cole pitched 6 solid innings of 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 4 strikeouts, and allowed 1 home run. Ottavino came in the 7th, allowing 1 hit and 1 strikeout. Chad Green came in, allowing 1 in 1 inning, just getting 1 strikeout. And Chapman for the close allowed 1 hit and got 1 K. So 7 strikeouts in total against Washington. Patrick Corbin went 7 solid innings of 5-hit ball, allowing 3 runs, all earned, 9 strikeouts, but those 2 home runs did him in, including that just unbelievable home run to Garrett Cole. That was just a shock to everybody. Ryan Harper came in relief, pitched 2 innings, allowed 1 hit, 1 run earned, got 2 strikeouts. But that 1 home run by Luke Voit is what did him in as well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will wrap up the box score. So after game 1, the Yankees moved to 1-0. And they are now in 3rd place. while the Philadelphia Phillies are... I'm sorry, the Washington Nationals are 0-1. They're in the NL East, and they are in 4th place. So a 10:49 a.m. start and 11:27 p.m. start. Duration 38 minutes with the 7:08 pitch time. And those are your standings after one game. The next game will be held on July 25th, Saturday. Regular season game number 2. And in that meantime, what we're going to do, as usual, is I'm going to end the stream, set everything up, and then we're going to restart the stream for Game 2. So bear with me, hang out in the chat if you want to, and I'll be back for Game 2 momentarily. Thank you for your wait, and I'll be right back with more Yankees baseball.